How is Samuelson doing?
Samuelson looks good, and it'll be obviously a game time decision, but looked good all the way through. So, good news.
If he's able to play, is Henry back, or are you going to make a change there?
Henry should be back in the lineup. Yes, he'll be back in. So we have a decision to make if that's the case, and we'll make it then.
This is a team that doesn't make it easy to break the puck up, but just generally, Don, how can you guys be more efficient and more effective when exiting your zone on a consistent basis?
Well, consistency in the NHL is tough, Lance. You got pretty good teams against you, but you strive to be better all the time. This is a great hockey team today, obviously. Very good, very effective. They'll pressure and they'll poach both. They'll pressure hard and then back out to pick pucks off of. They're very skilled. And yeah, it's always an area game that you pre-scout, you look at it, and you make your adjustments night to night. But exiting the zone is absolutely every day a pre-scout.
Would you like to see your wingers take more risks in terms of being able to stretch the ice, just to get the rush offense going again, or what's the balance like there? I mean, especially when you're playing a team like this.
You know what? Here's I'll give you a visual. If our defenseman is retrieving a puck in our D zone, he's under pressure. You can't push out. The winger should not exit the zone. This is universal. This is through the NHL. If they break that pressure, you can push out. You can leave the zone. Their scope is no longer that immediate pressure on them, pressure at the puck. Once they beat that pressure, their scope can be, looking outside the zone to make a play. That's the read. So it's just that simple. Night to night, those reads can be botched. The ice can bounce on you. The things can change. All different elements can change. But the essence of it is that if you break pressure, you should push out. If your defenseman's under pressure or your centerman retrieving a puck in the defensive zone, you're probably going to have to stick tight and support. And teams alter forechecks through games. You've got to read. You can do a pre-scout. You also got to read and react within a game. And that's a lot of hockey sense, a lot of experience. A lot goes into all those things. But it's a ultra fast situation that decisions have to be made.
How much can even just having that first game under their belt help Roseanne and Kulik moving forward as they adjust?
Yeah, it was. I mentioned before it was nice to bring those guys up at the same time. They both been very deserving, equally deserving, I should say, and it was good to get them in there. And your question again, Jordan, was with respect to
having the experience, one game experience, help them moving forward.
Yeah, I think you always have different nerves and different excitement. They played the night before, and the next night they're in the NHL, so it's a lot to take in. But I think once you get that one under your belt, and I thought they were good. They were the least of our concerns, really, and I thought they were good. They look good, and I know they're very well prepared.
I know Luukkonen had said, and you've talked about too before you left for the summer, that he needs to work on his consistency. That was the big thing for him. And we're 2 months into the season now, and he's played a lot of very good games for you. How does a goalie work on his consistency to maybe improve like he has improved so far in these 2 months?
Yeah, it's gained experience of all the little things that help you be more consistent. Your daily routine, your habit, your daily focus, even looking at pre-scout, studying other shooters, second time in different buildings or a third time. You're just taking in so much information that becomes experience. You start picking up patterns of that, and it helps calm you down. And when you're calmer, you see more of that, and there's more you can add. So it's just he's worked at it hard. He works at it hard every day to absorb as much as he can and gain as much experience, and then works to apply it. And that reduces stress, and then he can move on to adding something else to his game. And we've pretty much seen that process with Upi. Engage in that type of a process since day one, and he's still young, he's still pretty raw, but he's much, much better day by day.
Is there any update maybe on Greenway or when you're expecting him back?
No update. I'll get that. We'll obviously travel back after the game and hope to get an update tomorrow on that.
With the power play, with Tage gone, you guys have found different solutions to really become a threat with your units. What do you think has been the difference there, especially when it comes to Tuck and Skinner, the way they've played off each other here?
I think I said a couple weeks ago that power play will be resolved when we're more direct and more simple, and that's the case. We've been way more direct. We're not looking to set up a pretty goal. We've been able to just find a 2-on-1 and attack the net. Just that it's the essence of it. With you mentioned those two guys, it's ironic because find a 2-on-1, tuck Skinner, isolate a guy, make a play to the net now. Not it doesn't have to be pretty, and that is a different shift in mindset that I mentioned a couple weeks ago. We needed, and we need to hang on to that. Sometimes you start feeling too good about yourself, and you get a little bit too fancy, and you get away from the real core competitive, direct play. But that's been the difference.